This is the book of Gad the Seer. This is the second vision. After these true things, I had a vision from God saying, set your face eastward, northward, southward, and westward, and whistle with your mouth as a bird whistles to its young, and say, four corners of the earth, listen to the word of the Lord. So, in verse 3, he was instructed to whistle with his mouth as a bird whistles to its young, and say. This wasn't a metaphor. He literally was to purse his lips and make the exact same noises as a bird to the earth. And it'll listen, which means that he knew how to speak as birds speak. Verse 4. Thus saith the Lord, who sits and dwells over the cherubim. Give, give, give. Take out, take out, take out my seed that I have sown in you. For the time for the seed has come. For yet a little while I shall collect my seed on my threshing floor, and the threshing floor will be holy. An impure seed will not be found there. Prior to those days, my seed was mixed with lentils and barley and fitches, beans and gourds. And in the end of days, the sower shall be true, and the seed shall be true. And from the seed, all the land will be blessed. Be joyful and glad, remnant of Judah, and rejected of Israel, for salvation is with the Lord. As you shall be a curse and blasphemy to all of the families of earth, so shall you be a blessing and grace forever. At that time, no curse or unholy people will be found among you, for everyone will join you in the covenant, the law, testimonies, statutes, and ordinances. And you and they shall have one God, one covenant, one law, one language, for all shall speak in the language of Hebrew, the holy language. So going back to verse 12, it says, for everyone will join you in the covenant. That's why no cursed people, or as some people like to say, quote unquote, unclean people will be found among us. Not because we just went about and got rid of all of them. It's because that they will decide to join us in the covenant and follow our power. Verse 14. Blessed are you, O Israel, who is like Blessed are you, O Israel, who is like unto you, a people saved by the Lord, for he will go before you to fight your wars with your enemies. Woe to you, O Edom, that sits in the land of Kittim, in the north of the sea. For your destroyers will emerge from a terrible nation. They will not even leave you a remnant. For you have said, I sit on high, and only I have a covenant with the God of gods. For the Lord chose me instead of his holy people, for he abhorred them. And his former people, despised and rejected, did not truly know the Lord, because they did not know his image. We are truly wise and intelligent. We know the Lord and his law. We know his image and presence. But thus saith the Lord, because you rose up in pride to brag about the God of gods, know that you will perish in your conceitedness. For why would you put confidence in man, whose life is like a vapor, which begins in the morning and is gone by noonday, placing him to sit beside God? For it is not you whom I knew formerly. And where is the bill of divorce of my people, that you said would be a prey? Show it to me. He demanded a bill of divorce. The way that they teach in these scriptures, the way that they teach in our history, for them to claim that they basically know it better than us and they gave it to us in such a twisted way. And the Most High is coming to our defense, saying, how are you claiming to know it better than them? Where is it saying that I disown them? Where's the bill of divorce? Show me. Verse 23. Your corpses will fall among my people. O jealous I am, come out of your place and smite Edom, consume them. Come to Zarephath, come to Sepharad, come to Ashkenaz, come to Garmania. They shall come and fall in the lowest pit, in destruction, and in the shadow of death. For your mouth will fail you, and no one will help you. At the end of days, Michael the great prince will stand up in war like a whirlwind against Samael, the prince of this world, to put him under his feet in the wind of the Lord, and it shall be eaten up, for the Lord has spoken it. At the end of days, the robbed will overcome the robber, and the weak the strong, truly and in righteousness. Your God is your Savior, O Israel. With him you will be saved, for he is a merciful God. He will not abandon you, for you shall keep on doing all that I commanded you in the law of Moses, my servant. And that's the end of the second vision. Verse 27 said, at the end, the robbed will overcome the robber. The weak, they will take over the strong. And we are now hitting that point where the robber is starting to run. The robber is witnessing everything that it has built up with its stolen goods crumble all around them. In the next verse, it's important to take note that he said, your God is your Savior, O Israel. Nobody else. He's not saying anybody else is a Savior. It's a direct connection between us and our power. If anything else is saying there needs to be a buffer between you and your Creator, you and your framer and your shaper, you should question his motives, because your framer and your shaper didn't put anything between you and them. This has been the second vision of Gad the Seer. I pray all is well with you as you took this in. Peace.